Hello, my name is Mike Tomorrow, and I want to welcome you to the latest episode of My Life with Asperger's. Today's topic I'm going to be talking about is having a routine and doing a routine and what is all routines all about. Now, routine, you're trying to figure out, you might figure out, if you don't know it already, is something that you do on a daily basis or a monthly basis or a yearly basis or something that you keep doing and doing and doing all over again, you know? But having a routine in place can keep things organized for yourself. As a person on the autism spectrum, I think life is better if I am on a routine than not on a routine, because by me being on a routine, I know that this needs to be done. I know this thing needs to be done. I know I need to wake up at this time. I know I need to go to bed at this time. I know I need to take a shower at this time. I know I need to leave for work at this time. And I know it's hard to do a routine, but at the same time, doing a routine is a way that we can get into doing stuff for you in the long run. If you're not in a routine, your schedule is out of whack. You don't know when to go to bed. You don't know when to wake up. You don't know when to go for a job. You know what I mean? Whereas if you have a routine, you know when to get up. You know when to go for your job. You know when to go to bed. So, doing a routine is good. And adding elements to that routine is a perfect way of getting you out of the house. I know that when you were a child, you probably had a routine too. And it's good to have one when you're an adult as well, because having a routine can help you out in life. But you gotta have the right components and the right jobs and the right everything else to have the routine go your way. Because if you do not have a set schedule in life, then like I said, your schedule will be out of whack. You don't know when you're going to wake up. You don't know when you're going to bed. And as far as I know, some people stay up late at night. Okay? I admit I stayed up late at night too. And it's hard for us to adjust to a routine and a schedule. But for the people that are not in a routine, they tend to stay up late at night and then sleep during the day. And that's wrong. I know I have done it recently because I had a hard time trying to fall back to sleep, and so there were times last week I was up, or I couldn't sleep until around 6 or 7 a.m. in the morning, and I'm waking up around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, which wasted my day. Why was I up in the middle of the night? Why was I up during the night? And why couldn't I fall asleep until the morning? And why did I wake up in the afternoon? It's annoying. It's the pain in the ass, and I'm sorry for saying that, but it is. It is a pain, you know? It is real hard to follow structure in life if you do not have a routine, and if you do not have things that motivate that routine. For the past 2 years, I've been trying to find another job so I could get on a routine again. I went to school already. I graduated from college, so what's the point of me going back to school again? I wish I could, but I already have that degree in life, But following a routine will help you out, It'll get you to be a better person out in the community. It'll get you to be better known out there. Just don't fall back on not having a routine. I know some people go on vacation and they don't have a routine. You try to follow the same routine as you would at home, but maybe like get up an extra hour or two later or go to bed an extra hour or two later, And I know it can be hard to do that, So, but if you do follow a routine on a daily basis, you should be fine, And I know there's a lot of people out there that are on the spectrum that are having a hard time finding a job too. And finding a job that will have the same set schedule every single week. When I worked at like Six Flags, I know that I had almost the same times I was getting in and getting out. It was hard to deal with it, but it was easy enough to deal with. But then I worked with Domino's, and normally most of the time I would go in at the same time, but then getting out, you don't know when you're getting out. So that kind of flexed out my routine, that kind of threw my routine out of whack, And then when I first worked at Disney, pretty much I would go in around pretty much the same time every single day. But then again, like at Domino's, you would get out at different times. You feel like you don't know which time you're getting out, And rarely you go in at the same time, Or, you go in about the same time, but rarely you get a different time to go in. And those things set your routine out of whack because you're used to getting up at the same time and going to work and then going to work until whenever. And that's pretty much, I understand that the jobs I've had, they don't set a routine basically. You can try to have a set routine, but they schedule you maybe like an hour or two later or whatever, and you try to get that within your routine, and it's real hard to do, So, but then towards the last few months of when I was working at Disney, I had the car accident, and I was able to get a ride with someone to work every single time I had to work. So basically, I was able to follow a routine then because the other guy had to be at work at this time, and then the guy had to be out of work at this time. So basically, I was able to try to set my schedule to fall within that line so that we could ride into work together, we could go home together. You know what I mean, right? So basically, that's what that's a good example of me trying to get a routine done because I have to be up at this time so I can get to the shower and then get ready and then get the ride into work and then wait around work to start work and then get out of work so that I could get ready and catch the ride home. It's hard to do that, but basically, if you do not have a routine set, then your schedule is out of whack. I would love to find another career job. I would like to find a career job where I can go in at 8 and get out at like 5 or whatever. Or go in at 7 and get out at 4. Where every day that I go to work, I'd follow the same schedule. But I know that more and more locations are doing flexible times where they can schedule anytime they want to. And I know that this does not just include jobs, but in college, you have classes that just meet Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Tuesday and Thursday. You have classes that just meet like 2 or 3 days a week. And that can sometimes throw your routine out of whack as well. Because, oh, it's Monday. It's time to take the class. It's time to get ready to go so we can go to school and take the class. And like, tomorrow's Tuesday. Oh no, we don't have class. You know? Or our class meets at a different time, you know? So that could pose a problem for someone that's on the autism spectrum. If you do not have a routine set in place, then it can throw the routine, or it can throw the schedule out of whack for someone that's on the spectrum. And someone that's on the spectrum, like myself, needs to have a routine so that we can get focused and know, oh, at this time this show is on, or at this time we have to go to work. You know what I mean? So, basically, having a routine in place is a good idea. Alright, folks, I'm probably going to end this video right now, but if I do have any more that I want to talk about routine, I will have another video on it. So, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.